Hi everybody, this is Joel Kennedy with Kennedy Violins. So today's featured violin is actually our line of Ricard Bunnel Violins. So these are available in a variety of price points actually. They're all meant for beginners going into being an intermediate player, right? So they all have that in common. They are our most popular line of violins because they offer so much value for the money. They're especially popular with a lot of school teachers or teachers who specialize in teaching kids because they're available in the 16th size all the way to the full size. So one thing that they all have in common is that they all come with a full oblong violin case. So they offer a ton of protection for the instrument, and you can store whatever you need to, your shoulder rest, your tuner, your cleaning cloth, your sheet music, whatever you need to. It's going to protect it from the elements and protect the violin generally really well. So like I said, they're all very similar, but there are some differences. So there's a little bit of difference in the quality of wood, especially with the aesthetics. So for example, this is a Bunnel pupil, and it looks very similar to our Bunnel G1. But one of the primary differences is that you'll notice that the back of the wood is a lot nicer on the G1. So you'll notice the flame on there, which is very desirable. So it costs a little bit extra money. Now they all come as a complete outfit, but it's true that the more expensive Bunnels will have a little bit nicer accessories and stuff like that. But they all have some things in common, which are they will all have really high quality tight grained spruce on the top. So this wood is grown specifically in high elevations in colder climates. It's meant specifically for violins, right? Because it's a tone wood. And the backs are going to be a high quality maple as well as the sides. Now the fittings, the pegs, fingerboard, the chin rest, they're all the highest quality ebony. So it not only looks cool, but it's also really good for durability. Okay, so that's some of the basic, things that they're made out of. But one thing that separates Kennedy Violins from most companies is that the final assembly and setup of our violins is done in Washington State. That's where I'm recording right now. And that's really important because if you have a really good setup, that means your violin is going to be a lot easier to play, which is especially important for a beginner. And a good setup is going to maximize your instrument's potential so it sounds as good as it can possibly sound. So when I talk about a setup, what I'm talking about is the sound post. There's a sound post inside the instrument. It's fit very well, so that enhances your instrument so it's more responsive, it's easier to make a sound. The bridge is custom fit to your violin, so the feet are fit to that arch of that violin, so the sound is transmitted really well. The arch on that bridge on the top is done at a specific arch, so the strings are easier to play when you're doing string crossings. The string spacing, a lot of attention has gone into that. The height of the strings, whether you're in first position or you're in seventh position. The nut on the end, the string spacing is very exact as far as the spacing and also the depth of it. And the pegs, we put a lot of attention on the pegs, making sure they fit really well, the strings are wound properly, so your violin is easy to tune, the pegs don't slip, stuff like that. So that is a huge advantage when you're buying any violin from Kennedy Violins, is having a proper setup. So if you guys have any questions about the Bunnel line of violins or any other, just remember you can call Kennedy Violins anytime. Remember, we're all players and teachers here at Kennedy Violins. So we play the instruments, we're very knowledgeable. A lot of times we teach with the instruments. So we can recommend the best instrument for whatever your needs are. So I hope you guys have a great day.